Yeah, I mean, I think it was important for us as a group to get together after the last game. If you're seeing the manager was talking about attitudes, that's one thing that's non-negotiable in football, and I think um, going forward, that's something that we need to make sure is there, regardless of performance on the field. We need to make sure that we're fighting as a unit. In the games that we've done that this season, we've been successful. And yeah, the attitude levels in the Chicago game were lower than they had been. So it wasn't any crisis meeting or anything like that. It's just players got together, staff got together. We had a good, honest talk about where we were, where we wanted to get to, and yeah, we're looking forward to hopefully righting the wrongs of Chicago at the weekend.
Thank you, Michelle. Let's go to Kobe and then to Steve Brenner.
Thanks, Jackie. Hey, Lewis, how you doing?
Hi, Kobe. What's up?
Just hanging in there, just hanging in. Phil just spoke with us a little bit about being a little bit more productive in the final third. What do you feel like the team, I guess, needs to focus on or key in on to, get those goals up, not just against DC, but even after the break?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think it's not just a final third issue. I think we talk at length about how our build-ups in the goalkeeper, we do that to try and create goal-scoring opportunities. So it's not just about 4 or 5 guys in the final third scoring. It's how can we control the game better to get our forward players picking the ball up in more dangerous areas, which is something that I've been speaking with the coaches about this week, how me personally can get the ball higher up the pitch. And then when we're getting there, it's just a commitment and I want to score goals. And I think this week in training, that's improved. But yeah, it all comes from controlling the game more in possession, trying to make sure we're getting the ball in more dangerous areas. And then from there, we've got enough talent in the squad that we're going to create and score goals.
Thank you, Kobe. Steve, you're off mute.
Thanks, Jackie. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Obviously, the Scotland squad was announced last week. You didn't, unfortunately, make it. Did you hear from Steve Clarke or anyone from the squad? And I know you said in the past you felt that you perhaps hadn't done enough games, but was there a bit of disappointment there, or you just circumspect about the whole thing?
Yeah, there's disappointment. Of course, I was disappointed when I didn't make the squad. I spoke with Steve and just wished him and all the boys the best of the Euros, and then I just need to do more to make sure that the door isn't closed on me. I know that if I can get to the levels I'm capable of, I'll get back in that squad. But yeah, there was definitely disappointment on my part. I was annoyed I wasn't involved, but it's just going to drive me on to try and make sure I get myself back in that picture.
Did you understand though? Did you understand why they didn't pick you, or you sort of said that to Steve, or what?
I mean, I'm always going to back myself. I think I could add a lot to that squad, but all the best to every single player that's involved. I'm going to be their biggest supporter when they're there, and I hope the boys can do well. But yeah, I always feel that I can bring stuff to the group. I wish I was involved, but all the best to everyone, and looking forward to watching it as a fan.
Thank you, Steve. Next, we'll go to Franco and then to Michael Franca. Franco, you're off mute.
Thanks again, Jackie. Hey, Lewis, how are you? Good to see you again, man.
All right, Franco, what's up?
Just wanted to ask you, you said you guys want to command games more. How do you go about doing that? Especially that we've seen in 2 of the last 3 games, teams are starting to high press you guys, not trying to allow you guys to build out from back to front. You guys have had some trouble with that. So how do you guys put the game more on, or put your stamp more on the game? And then just a quick second one on just the atmosphere that we expect on Saturday with the stadium open to full capacity and a pretty big crowd, probably the largest that Inter Miami has had at a home game. So just what kind of atmosphere are you expecting on Saturday? Thanks, Lewis.
Yeah, I mean, at the weekend, I think Chicago done a good job of locking us on one side and our build-ups in the goalkeeper. We want to play football the right way. We're not a team that's just going to not play long balls. So I think we found a little bit of difficulty just with them locking on. It's something that we've worked on this week. I think switching the ball earlier and breaking the press. I think once you do that, it's tough, especially in this heat, for teams to keep pressing and keep locking on. But yeah, we welcome teams to do that now. I think it's good that we experienced that team locking us on one side, and now we've addressed a few ways that we can bypass that and how we can use that to our advantage. And yeah, we look forward to doing that in front of hopefully a full capacity stadium. The fans have been amazing through last year when they started being allowed in, and then the start of this year they've been amazing. They obviously travelled all the way to Chicago in their numbers, and they never let the club down. So it's time for us players to start getting wins here at home and repaying their support.
Thank you all. Franco, you addressed Michael's question. So thank you, Lewis, for joining us.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.